I'm Kwang Seng from Lionstork Studios, and I'm here today to tell you more about our latest game, Sewer Defenders. Sewer Defenders is basically an action-adventure game where the player plays as a friend of Sarah. The player will actually embark on a journey down to the sewer to actually discover the truth about the accident that has taken place in the sewer and actually find out more about the disappearance of Sarah's parents. For Sewer Defenders, I would say the main special feature that we have in this game is basically the ability for the players to customize their own map. When we design Sewer Defenders, basically we have the concept of the old Dungeons and Dragons games where the one player will actually play the role of the dungeon master and the rest of their friends will play as players within the game. So for Sewer Defenders wise, we are trying to bring that to the modern games where one person can actually design his whole sewer and invite the rest of the friends to come in and play the content that they have created. For us wise, we are trying to actually leverage on the user created content portion. So I mean, the concept of sewers popped to our mind immediately is because sewers wise, there's always a complex intertwined connectivity for the sewers where we can just move from place to place, and a new part of the sewers can always pop up, like a new friend popping up in the whole network, and the players has always new area for you to actually explore. The game is a hack and slash dungeon crawler game where they can just explore the sewers, and through the simple to use control interface targeted at casual players, they can just explore the 30 levels of content that was generated by the game designers from our studio. For Sewer Defenders wise, we intend to actually add in more multiplayer component in the future. For right now, you can see that the game is more or less a standalone game where the players just play against himself, where he can visit his friend's dungeon, but they do not see two persons together at the same time. But in the future, what we intend to actually do is to incorporate those private instances where two players can go into the dungeon together and more cooperative play, and they can play together. These are all the features that we intend to release after the official launch of the game. In Sewer Defenders wise, something that's very special within the game is we encourage players not only to play with their immediate friends, but also to play beyond their immediate friends and make new friends in the process. Because inside the game, the players can actually interact with each other, and they can trade items, leave messages, leave keys in other people's sewers. From there, they can actually get to know new friends, new game partners, and who knows, they might know their life partner from there. For us, Lionstork wise, we have been in GSC since its opening, and I would say GSC is really a very good initiative for local game developers in Singapore. I mean, it really lightened the load for our local developers because we do not need to be overly concerned with the operations of the running of the company, because GSC has actually offloaded that portion off for us, and they always organize seminars here to actually keep us constantly up to date with the current technology, current engine. And needless to say, I mean, with the entire space here populated with so many different studios, the amount of creative energy you can bounce off each other is enormous. So I would say that GSC does really help Lionstork greatly in our development so far. For Sewer Defenders wise, we started the development before we came into GSC, but throughout the course here, when we talked to the other partners from other studios, even some of the guest speakers that came down to GSC for talks, we always talk to them, share ideas with them, and the speakers, some of them do give us suggestions and help us to shape Sewer Defenders to what it is now today. So I would say that being in GSC does greatly change how Sewer Defenders would have been if we are not here. When we created the game, we are trying to create a world where there are no strangers, only friends you have not met. So try Sewer Defenders and get to know new friends. Be there to dream what you want to do. I'm sure GSC will support you all the way.